Yo, YouTube, we back with another video, man. Y'all tuned into the Bitfunyans channel. We got another good one in store for y'all. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Of course, we're looking at Bitcoin, how we always do. Price is currently at the $59,000 area. Looks like we're pushing up towards this resistance area here at 60K. And if you have been keeping up with the channel, we can see that the 60K area has been kind of mushy so far. We've had certain levels along this chart so far that's serving as support and resistance. Right now we have support here at 56K and resistance damn near at the 60K area. Currently, like I mentioned before, we're at the 59K area, and we've been basically testing this area as resistance, but surprisingly we haven't just seen a quick correction or a quick rejection off this area, right? Which leads me to believe that there might be a potential breakthrough of this area, because usually once you hit certain areas, 9 times out of 10 over a while, you'll see a nice reaction from it. So let me give you an example, right? Just in this trading range alone, right? You see here, okay, boom, we bounced off this area and then we moved up pretty quickly, right? We bounced off this area, and as you can see, within a day, we were back up here. Even though we came back down, we still continued this trend towards the upside. As you can see here, these wicks are indicating, all right, these are powerful. Although it didn't break its previous high, it still bounced off pretty well. And then even after we broke and created a deviation, we ended up still coming back above this area and then bouncing once again, right? The times where it doesn't bounce like this and it's just bullshitting around, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna break this area, as you can see here, right? And this formed one of the larger deviations in this trading range, but ultimately we got back once again, right? So this is basically showing me, all right, we failed this area once again, and we retested this area, try to break above. But normally once you break above, you'll test this area as resistance. And once you test this area as resistance, 9 times out of 10, you get a hard rejection towards the downside. We have not gotten that in this scenario, right? In this scenario, we broke above. We kind of, fucked around in this area a little bit. Dipped below, kind of got back up, rejected once again, grabbed a little support here at 56K, and now we're back testing this area once again. This is going to lead me to think that price could recover this 60K area once again, and then ultimately test this 60K area as support and hopefully continue towards the upside. That's just simply what I'm looking at from this chart. One of the key areas, or what would cause me to think that this potential upside in this short term would be invalidated, or invalid, would be if we break this area right here, this daily low that we created right here and right here, which is at around 58K. If we break 58K, I could see us grabbing some more support right here around 56K. If not 56K, we could potentially see lower. But in the meantime, we're holding strong right here in this area, so I do see us getting back above or testing the 60K area once again. If we scroll over to the 4-hour and just see like how price has been, we can see that we've created a downtrend, right? But at the same time, we are having nice support off this area right here, as I mentioned previously, in one deviation, meaning that, okay, price is going down, but we're also grabbing support. This is a bull flag in my opinion. If we're able to break above the 60K area and hold above it, again, we can see potential highs. So it's looking kind of bullish in my opinion for crypto, just because of the simple fact that we're holding. Like, I learned this from my mentor, Sammy, Four Flies. He mentioned that, okay, as I just told y'all, once you hit a rejection area, you can tell it's clear rejection based off how fast price moves. Like, okay, If price is going up and say that rejection is at 60K, once it touches 60K and we're in a downtrend, for example, it's going to sell pretty hard. Right now, resistance was the 60K area. We came up and tested this area. It did not reject as quick as it normally would. This basically indicates that, okay, this area is mushy and it can be broken quite easily. If we scroll over to the S&P, we can see wow, that's just extremely bullish. It looks like we have the potential to break all-time highs again, which was set somewhere over the summer, July 16th of 2024. If we break above it, we will be back in all-time high territory. We just broke resistance here. We broke resistance here, as I mentioned all in my previous video. We just broke this resistance right here. So now that we broke these areas, this area of all-time high is back into play. And if we're just looking at the 4 hour, if you look at the daily, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of consistent bullish price action, which is amazing. This means that the markets are gearing back up. Prices, not prices. The economy is booming, is getting back to bullish territory. If we scroll over to the Dixie, look at that, guys. As you can see right here, we are breaking our support area, which I drew out a long time ago, and we're about to break below. Now, once we break below, we might catch a nice retest here and then continue towards the downside. But we've been in a downwards trend, meaning that assets are going up, or they tend to go up. If we look at total, let's look at total. Look at this. All this right here is accumulation. It's accumulation because we're getting back to test this $2.18 trillion area. If we break above and then able to recapture it as support, we'll hit the $2.32 trillion area, come back up for the $2.4 trillion area, and then breaking above towards all-time highs. If we scroll over to Ethereum, we are grabbing some nice support. As you can see, I had these lines drew out for the longest, guys, and it's just hitting it perfectly. It basically said that, all right, here, okay, boom, right here on August 5th, we seen a major crash, but we were able to recapture this 2.5K area after testing it as resistance a couple days, but was able to bounce above. Now we have created support right here on the 2.5K area, right? So if I was to enter a trade, I would enter here, set my stop losses right here, maybe just a little below, just in case it wants to do some trickery or whatnot. Just a little below this 2.5K area, and then proceed to trade it towards this resistance area at 2.8K. Then I would see this area right here, which looks to be resistance at 3,000. Next would be 3.3K. Next would be 3.5K, and then ultimately all-time highs. So that's basically what I'm seeing in this market. Things look bullish. The market is gearing up to continue its uptrend. I'm excited. If I scroll back to Bitcoin, we're at 59,000, guys. In a couple months, people would have wished they were in this area, right? This looks extremely bullish. I can just look at this chart right now and it's like, guys, we're gearing up. We got something special going. So we just gonna stick with it. We're gonna get better. We're gonna keep on studying. And hey, now might be the time. Now might be the time to make sure your coins are in order, because we are about to explode, right? Thank y'all for tuning in to another video, man. It's Monday. I was slipping last week as far as posting content, but it's a new week. Time to get back on my bullshit. Time to be focused. Time to keep on working and gearing up for this new season in my life. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.